Features an autosave function. Yeah, okay. This is all streaming properly. Good. Okay. And I believe this is supposed to be played with a controller? Is there just no sound? What the? Okay, no, there we go. I guess the opening menu is just quiet as hell.
やっぱり誰かが呼んでる気がする。
Audio might be a little. Put it down to like 8.
なんだここ。見たことない素材でできてるけど。
Okay.
暗いな。
Okay. Door with an eye on it.
奥に進めってこと。
Sorry, I'm just pulling up the audio for this. Okay, I think that should be good. This game looks weird so far. Like the art style is unique, but it almost reminds me of like kind of a Warframe-esque look to things.
よ。
僕巨人何でも壊す。そのために作られた。
壊すために作られた。なんだ。
待って、
なんだよ。
誰か見てる。
Cube with an eye.
敵？お前危ない。
わかってるよ。お前何でも壊せるんだよな。だったらこいつらを壊して私を守れ。
わかった。
Okay. Attacks. Immune to damage by enemies' attacks. Left arm. Kyojin. Blocks all attacks. Okay.
全部倒したのか。言うだけの力はあるってことか。何者なんだこいつ。ああ、もうこれじゃ出られない。このままじゃあいつらに追いつかれる。
お前名前。
あ、ごめん。そうだな。チビトとでも呼んでくれ。
チビト。僕チビト守る。大丈夫。僕壊れない。何でも壊せる。
慰めてくれるのか。
ん？
なんだ、違うのかよ。ってもしかしてお前ついてくるつもりなのか。
うん。
どうして。
守ってほしい。言った。
まあ言ったな。
チビトボロボロ。すぐ壊れそう。だからついていく。守る。
そう。まあ身を守る術はあるに越したことないか。わかった。ついてくるのは構わないけど勝手なことはするなよ。ひとまず他に出口がないか探そう。
わかった。出口探す。
Okay, while using Aura Sight, Chibito enemies in suspicious areas are highlighted. Must or searching for Chibito.
チビト、ここ。
何か見つけたのか。 こだけ遺跡のシステムが死んでるのか。まあボロいもんな、この遺跡。お前この壁壊せるか。よくやった。
壊す。
さすがに素手じゃ厳しいか。お前他に何か持ってないのか。硬いものに穴を開けたり切ったりできるものとか。
ある。
Hold X to enhance arms. Okay.
いいの持ってるじゃん。使ってみなよ。奥まで続いてるみたいだ。出口を探そう。趣味の悪い壁だな。今こっちを見た？
Of course it did. These walls literally have eyes. Uh-oh. Okay.
チビと一人危ない。これ安全。
確かに安全かもしれないけど、これだと戦いにくくないか。私も身動きできないし。
I mean, you have an entirely hollow chest.
僕強い。
まあいいか。歩かなくて済むし。あれ？傷が治ってる。
どうしたの？
いや、いつの間にか傷が治ってて。お前、そういう機能でもついてるのか？
わからない。
まあ、安全に進めるなら何でもいいか。
Two states, Vanguard and Sentinel. Shouldn't be defenseless. Oh, God. It's like the last Guardian. But I'm playing as the Guardian this time. Okay. Chronicles of Calamity, Genesis. Records offering a deeper insight into the world of Izon are stored in gold, silver, and bronze Putin-shaped Patan? Shaped boxes. Access collected records from the pause menu. Okay. gods wrought mankind and loved them. In kind, mankind loved and served. Yet time didst wear away their love, replaced by hatred and thirst for domination. Or dominion, sorry, dominion. Okay. Um,
チビとお願い。
任せな。
I finally got my hands on a decent Nemelith, so I think I'll log everything up until now. The records of my journey up until I came upon this living weapon called Kojin. Another day of walking and still nothing to show for it. How long has it been since I woke up and left the cradle? I have no idea where that person is, and no clue where I'm heading. The barren landscape of stone and sand stretches on without end. How far does this wasteland truly go? As I stare vacantly at the horizon, I notice several dull yet strangely reflective shapes. Dark blue-black shadows moving steadily towards me. Those are Sabato, the judges. I quickly hide behind a rock outcrop. I can hear them drawing near. I'm terrified and helpless, praying desperately that the judges won't find me. I can feel them linger, combing the area, before they finally take flight elsewhere. A wave of exhaustion crashes over me the moment they disappear from sight. I'm tired. I'll rest here for the day. If I stay on this path, I'll eventually cross paths with that person again, won't I? Ah, let's see. The judges have been pursuing me relentlessly for days, and it feels like I haven't had a single moment to breathe. I can't help but remember how they were once the most dependable force when they were on our side. Now with them turned against me, it's terrifying to say the least. Why are the judges, the protectors of Hakaniwa, now targeting me for elimination? Lately they've been attacking Hakaniwa's creatures without provocation, burning down trees, destroying everything in their path. It's not just me. It's as if they're intent on dismantling Hakaniwa itself. What happened to them while I was asleep? Where did that person go? I just need to see you again, soon. Okay. That feels like the path forward. That's a lot of stuff. Those who despised the gods met wrath. Gods and men clashed in fierce strife, but mortals could not match divine might. Okay, and then this is the path back to where I was. See? Okay.
よし。おい。
Is there anything else over here? Nope.
チビとこっち。
了解。よくやった。
Chamber of Sealing. Fabled remnants are structures built by a certain being to imprison Kyojin. The spear driven into his form channels endless aether, constantly slaying the living weapon. This aether also sustains the seal, keeping its bounds unbroken. How do I put him down again? How the hell do I put you down, little guy?
こっち。
了解。よっ。
Do I just hold B again? Ah, okay.
チビとお願い
Okay, so now he'll wait there. Is this the right one?
チビとこっち
分かった。
Yep. Uh-oh.
チビと守る約束
Okay.
チビと大丈夫
うん。
チビとお願い
Someone is gently patting my head. Someone is holding me with tender care. Someone is softly singing a lullaby. Everything before me is blurry. I can't even make out the face of the one smiling down at me. Who are you? I don't know, yet I feel the kindness, a warmth so familiar. I had that dream again. The one I've been having off and on since I was little. It's a dream of an unfamiliar town filled with unfamiliar faces, but for some reason it feels strangely nostalgic. If I could just visit that town from my dream, could I escape this life? Lost in thought, I sat alone in the dark, hideout, uh, in the dark, cramped hideout, shivering from the cold. I'm constantly consumed by fear. I can't be with anyone. All I can do is run, day after day. I wonder if I will ever find you. I wonder if someone like me, who can't even control my own power, could ever fulfill the role you once held. Maybe I should just throw it all away and find a place where I can finally rest. It doesn't even have to be a utopia. I just want to go somewhere. Somewhere no one can find me. Somewhere no one can hurt me. A place just for me where I can finally rest. Okay.
この装置で足場の管理をしてるのか。便利だな。ここの装置動いてないみたい。エネルギー切れかな。どうにかして装置にエネルギーを供給できたらいいんだけど。
Void shot. Okay. There's nothing down here. Okay. Just thought I would check before moving on. Wait! Damn it! Okay. Flaming stuff that looks like death. Nope, there's no little side jumperoos on the platform.
この辺り壊れてる箇所が多いな。自然に崩れた感じでもないし。
敵壊した。
あの箱にこんな大きな穴を開けるような力があるとは思えないけどな。巨大な怪物が暴れた後って言われた方がしっくりくるよ。そんなヤバいやつがこの遺跡にはいるってこと？
やばいやつ壊す。
いやいや、見つからないうちにさっさと出て行った方がいいって。
そう。
お前はもう少し慎重さってものを身につけた方が良さそうだな。
Yeah, but why be cautious if you're invincible? Okay. We gotta activate the rest of the crystals. Warframe looks crazy. What? No, this is what Warframes always looked like, right? Okay.
よし。
Well, we got a platform. How are you doing, Ryu? After falling from such a great height, I could hardly believe I was still in one piece. Lying on my back, I gazed up at the cliff I had just stumbled down. My body throbbed with pain, but I couldn't afford to lie there. Dazed, the judges would be upon me soon enough. I must get further away. Regardless, no matter how far I ran, they would undoubtedly chase me to the very edge of Hakanawa. Hakaniwa. Hakaniwa. Worse still, I had been searching desperately, and that person was still nowhere to be found. At this rate, I might as well just... At that moment, I thought I heard a familiar voice calling my name. It was the same terrifying voice I had heard in my dream. My body moved on its own, irresistibly drawn towards the source of the call. As I followed the pull, a massive structure suddenly emerged before me. Starkly out of place in the midst of the forest, it resembled an ancient ruin. Yet I couldn't even begin to comprehend what material it was made from. It echoes from within. Normally I would never have ventured near such a place, but something inside me, some force beyond my understanding, made it impossible to resist. It echoes from within. Normally I would never have ventured near such a place, but something inside me, some force beyond my understanding, made it impossible to resist. Wait, it just said the same thing twice? Alright, weird. Can I enter here? I leaned closer, peering into the darkness beyond. Suddenly, a menacing sound reverberated from within, and before I could react, the ground beneath me trembled. Oh no. The thought barely crossed my mind when the earth gave way with a thunderous crash, and I fell tumbling into the ruins below. Today I'm doing a lot of falling. Wait, nope, that's the way I came from. That's the way back to the switch. Considering all the things are in Japanese, I have no idea what I've done when any of these achievements come up unlocked. Fabled Remnants, Sealing Ether. The maintenance of the fabled remnants draws upon transformed aether extracted from the upper layers of Hakaniwa, This aether mirrors the biological aether wielded by Kyojin, which may explain why some of the ruined systems it and active misinterpret it and activate it unpredictably. Okay. Have I gone this way already? That's the way out. Check this path. Alright, well, out we go. Let's try this way now. Okay. The blocks shaping the fabled remnants date back to the age of the gods, forged from the very substance that forms this world. Now unseen in Hakaniwa, the material known as Phantasmaris is considered unknown. It is said that only the creator of these ruins possesses a profound understanding of its secrets. Okay. That's two.
気をつけて渡るんだぞ。もし落ちたりしたら一生ここから抜け出せないだろうな。
チビとお願い。
任せな。
You know, the thingy here? Today I stumbled upon something rare in the forest, a flower that glows in the dark. At first I thought it was just an ordinary field of flowers, nothing unusual. But I found myself absent-mindedly staring at it. Before I knew it, I had drifted off to sleep right there. By the time I woke up, it was already getting late. I should find a place to spend the night. As I looked around, I realized the field before me was softly glowing. The light grew stronger as the sun set, and by nightfall the entire place had transformed into something out of a dream, like standing in the middle of a sea of stars. I was so mesmerized by the glow that I completely lost track of time. I wish I could have shared this beautiful scene with that person. The moment that crossed my mind, a sharp pain gripped my chest. I wanted to scream, but my breath caught, and my throat refused to let any sound escape. I didn't know what to do. I was overwhelmed. I thought I yearned for someone to be by my side. No, sorry. Though I yearned for someone to be by my side, there was no one. Before awakening in the cradle, I never could have imagined a day like this would come. It's so lonely out here. So very lonely. In the midst of a vast, endless sea of solitude, I curled up, crushed by my own silence. That was the whole thing, right? Yeah. We did it. We opened the door. Gasp. More eyeball blocks.
外へは出さないつもり。
出口行く。邪魔するんだ。壊す。
I mean, the atmosphere for this game is really cool. The combat is kind of whatever, but you know, I'm here for the ride.
チビと
ああ、もう。この上、地上に繋がってるんじゃないか。もしかしたら出口かも。
du. Dun.
ちょっと
Seems like a very inefficient way to get around.
まずい、このままじゃぶつかる。なんとかしなきゃ。ミオ、出口だ。
Oh god.
くそ、あと少しなのに。
大丈夫。
Hey, don't swear.
僕壊せる。
はあ、
Okay.
やっと出られた。
What the hell is that? Wow. And Orlando looks different.
長っ。よっ。
チビと
ん？
ここどこ？
どこって箱庭の最下層じゃないかな。
箱庭。
お前箱庭も知らないの？
知らない。
そういえばお前はなんでこんなところに封印されてたんだ？
知らない。僕記憶ない。
なるほど。じゃあ基本的な世界の成り立ちとか仕組みとか私が知ってる範囲で教えてあげるから歩きながら話そう。
チビとどこ行くの？
ああ、安心して眠れる場所かな。遠い昔、私らの祖先は自分たちを作った神様と暮らしていた。それは幸せに暮らしていたらしいけど、ある日とんでもない災厄が世界を襲い、世界は2つに分かれてしまった。
最悪。
なんでもでっかい化け物が現れて世界が壊れる寸前まで暴れ回ったんだと。まあおとぎ話みたいなものだから本当かどうか怪しいけどな。分かれた世界のうち一つは都と呼ばれる世界。詳しいことはよくわからないけど、神様のために完璧な存在になるんだって言ってる 変な奴らが住んでるらしい。その神様はとっくの昔にいなくなったけどね。もう一つは箱庭と呼ばれる世界。私たちが今いる世界だな。元は都の奴らが完璧になるために自分たちの咎を捨てる吐きだめのような場所だったらしいけど、あるお人よしがその咎を書くに私らみたいな咎人を作って今みたいな世界になった。これがざっくりとした世界の仕組み。理解できたか？
都と箱庭ある。ここ箱庭。
そうそう、覚えが早くてよろしい。まあもう一つ世界があるって言われても交流があるわけでもないし、そもそもこっちから行く手段もないからあんまり意識しなくていいよ。嫌な話はたまに聞くけど。ああ、いや、私らには関係ない話。話を戻すぞ。今私たちがいる場所は箱庭の下層部で行き止まりみたいなところ。この場所にとどまり続けてもいざという時に逃げ場がない。だからこの先にある塔から箱庭の上層へ戻ろうとしてっていうのが今の私たちの状況。これも理解できたか？
わかった。塔行く。箱庭の上帰
よろしい。では引き続き私の護衛も続けてくれたまえ。
る。任せて。僕強い。
記憶がないのにその自信はどこから来るんだ？ほらおいでー、怖くないよー。かわいい。ほらお前も見てみろよ。この子はプトゥンって言って普段は上層にあるプトゥンたちの里で暮らしてるんだけど、気に入られたみたいだな。でもなんでプトゥンがこんなところにいるんだろう。迷い込んじゃったのかな。どこ行くんだよ。そっちは危ない。
チビと何か来る。
トガビト？なんでこんなところに？お前も迷子か？こっちは全然可愛くない。こいつらただのトガビトじゃないのか？様子がおかしい。
チビと襲った敵壊し。
Oh god, that's...
こんな数、さすがに分が悪すぎるだろう。なんとかして逃げない。
3壊し。
Hyojin is capable of firing heal ray by consuming biological ether. Void shot. Ah, I see.
数の敵も倒しちゃうなんて、お前って本当に強いんだな。その調子でこれからも私を守り続けろ。
わかった。
この力があればサバトにだって勝てる。私は生きていられる。
We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever.
チビト、お願い。
任せな。
Unfollows. Tower fashioned after the structures of ancient times, it serves the crucial role of converting the aether sent from the environment beyond into the power needed to sustain the ruins themselves. Okay.
この塔のどこかに上層へ行く手段があるはずだ。よし、行くぞ。
チビト、
なんだ？
僕入れない。
あらら。入り口はここにしかないみたいだな。壊しちゃう？
いいの？
まあこんなところ普段は誰も来ないし、バレないでしょ。
わかった。壊す。
あ、全部壊すなよ。お前が通れる分だけ壊すんだぞ。
わかった。
あちゃ
少しだけ難しい。
ー。まあ塔は崩れてないから大丈夫だろう。崩れないよな。
上、高い、見えない。
これを登るのか。まあ私は疲れたらお前に運んでもらうからいいけど。
わかった。
そういえばお前って疲れたりするの？
疲れる。
うん、これなら心置きなく運んでもらえそうだな。
Sumiko Bako? A container shaped like a vessel of sin, believed to be an ancient relic of unknown origin. 3 variations exist, each crafted from a mysterious material beyond the technologies of the sage. It is said that the more extravagant the container, the greater the item it holds.
チビト、この先行けない。
道が崩れてるな。ふふん。こういう時は私に任せなさい。そうだな。 あれを壊してくれ。そうしたら私が道を作ってやる。
わかった。
Okay. Good idea. Okay.
よっ。どう？これなら先に進めるでしょ。
すごい。作る。すごい。チビと。すごい。
私の力があれば壊れたものは直せるし、ないものは生み出せる。
どんなものでも。
まあ大抵のものは。
チビと。作る。素材。探す。
そうそう。今後も似たようなことがあったら素材を探してくれ。そうしたら私が何とかしてやるから。
Okay.
うわっ。トカビトまで襲いかかってくるなんて。箱庭は一体どうしちゃったんだ。あいつはどこで何をやってるんだよ。
Ah.
チビと。お願い。
任せな。
The Tower of Sealing, an ancient relic bearing a teleportation device from the Age of the Gods, once used to traverse the upper and lower layers of Hakoniwa. When the fabled remnants were constructed to imprison Kyojin, a mechanism was woven into its design to draw ether from the Hakoniwa's upper layers and channel it into the ruins. Okay.
道が崩れてる。仕方ない。私が道を作るから、お前は素材を探してくれ。
わかった。
よっよっ。はっ。それ。
Figure arose, slayer of gods. Passion gave birth to sin, a power that overthrew the gods. the same as always. I kept running for my life, trying to stay ahead of the judges. I thought this mountain path littered with boulders would be the perfect place to hide while making progress, yet I still couldn't escape their watchful eyes. I shouldn't be running around aimlessly. It's only a matter of time before they catch up. As I scramble for an escape, my eyes landed on a dark, gaping hole deeper within the rocky terrain. Perhaps it's an entrance to a cave. I have no idea how far it stretches, and it could be a dead end, but when I saw the jade green glow by the entrance, I didn't hesitate. I turned and ran straight for it. I could feel the judges closing in, not giving me a moment to think. Just a few more steps and I'd be inside the cave. I stole a glance over my shoulder, my heart pounding. The judges had raised their spears, aiming to strike me. Now! I didn't rush into the cave itself. Instead, I dove toward the source of the jade green light beside it, the shadow of a creationite. The hurled spears collided with the ore, shattering it instantly. The aether sealed inside began to spill out in a brilliant pulsing glow. I wasted no time channeling that aether into my hands, then sprinting into the cave. Drawing on the power of creation, I wove hardened vines, sending them snaking around the entrance to form a barrier, one that fortunately managed to resist the judge's brute strength, holding them at bay. A cool breeze whispered through the cave's depths, confirming that this place stretched deep into the earth. Onward, the sound of hammering against the vines echoed behind me, but I didn't look back. Okay. So why were these judges chasing him? He's just a little guy. Shit. Shit. Do I just like... Yeah, but you've got to get to it is the problem. Hmm. Oh. this. Let's go to the next area. And now I can probably collect the other one from somewhere up here. Where was it? Over there. Is it? Yep. I already did it. Right.
チビと
With power granted by the gods, a weapon was forged to banish the divine. Clad in borrowed flesh, it slew many, yet the gods proved their reign. Flowers to bounce upon, I assume.
作るすごいチビとすごい
The judges would never reach me in a cave as labyrinthian as an ant's nest, but it also caused me to lose track of the exit completely. I had no sense of how much time had passed as I wandered. I might lose not just my way, but my mind in this place. I hear sounds. It's not a judge. By sheer luck, a Togabito found me. Apparently, the sinner lived in a village beyond the cave and often ventured in to collect rare ores. So he knew his way around. With his lead, I finally found my way out. The sunlight felt like a blessing after so long in the dark. I decided to rest in the village, where the villagers greeted me warmly and presented a feast for me. I asked the villagers if they had seen that person. However, I sighed as they all shook their heads and instead asked why that person wasn't with me. I'd like an answer to that myself. I couldn't find any clues about that person, but the villagers took me in as one of their own. Their children listened to my stories of the outside world with eager excitement. After so long being on my own, they made me feel truly cared for. It had been ages since I shared a conversation with anyone. More than anything, it warmed my heart when they smiled and assured me I was welcome to stay for as long as I needed. I think I'll accept their offer and rest here for a while. Wee!
なんだろうこの感じ。
どうしたの
なんて言ったらいいんだろう。変な気配が塔の上から漂ってくるというか。
気配敵
いや、あいつらとは違うような。やっぱりよくわかんないや。忘れてくれ。
わかった。
さっきから気になってたんだけど、あれなんだろう、なんか不気味なんだよな。
大きいけど動かない。
ただの飾りなのかな。まあその方がいいんだけど。よっ。
チビとお願い。
任せな。
Causality. Adrift, the people bound God and man's essence, forging a weapon of endless power, but its might was too vast, and calamity did follow. Well that sure looks familiar. Is that everything around here? Looks like it.
また崩れてるよ。ほんとボロいなこの塔。
素材探す。チビと直す。
の、分かってきたみたいだな。素材は思いもよらない場所にあったりもするから、見落とさないよう気をつけろよ。
わかった。
まあ本来想像の力は素材なんて必要ないんだけどな。うおー、ずいぶん高いところまで来たな。足を滑らせて落ちてもお前は平気なんだろうな。
You know, I take it back. This isn't Anne Orlando. This is the Erd Tree.
私が落ちたら下敷きになってね。
チビと
あ
見て。壊す。
Okay, so I'll just shoot it from that hole in the wall.
よし。
わかった。うん。チビとお願い。
任せな。
Uh-oh. Oh, that looked goofy.
チビと危ない。
よっ。あ
チビと壊れてない。
あ。うん。うん。
チビとここ。
よし。
Another little memory. It's untitled. Big caps. The judges have truly lost their minds. They're meant to be the protectors of the Hakanawa. Yet here they are, harming the Togabito. Is that person the one driving them to this? It can't be, can it? I need to find you. I can't stop the judges on my own. I can't save everyone by myself. But can someone like me change anything? I can't control my power. I'm cowardly and deceitful. Someone like me, if only I could wield my power properly. If only I had the strength to protect everyone. If only I hadn't gone to that village. Yeah, everyone's gonna be dead there once we find the next thing, isn't it? Interesting, there's a path back that way. Doesn't work.
直す。
Stride. Fix? Hmm.
よし。
わかった。
Okay.
よっ。はっ。それ。
Creationite. A mineral found in Hakaniwa, said to be a physical repository of the essence of all known materials. To most, it is an ordinary stone, except for Chibito, who finds it a crucial ingredient for channeling her powers. Okay.
大丈夫。
Oh, I see. Okay. And break that one over there. And break this one.
チビとお願い。
Now they should be able to get all the way over there.
Eh?
チビと
Okay.
Hmm. 仮装とはいえ変なトガビトしかいないな。
プトゥンいない？
さっきのプテンか？見かけてないけど。
プトゥン小さい、すぐ壊れそう。
もしかしてさっきのプテンのこと心配してんのか？
心配？
無事でいてくれるといいな。
うん。
Okay. The power of creation. A divine force capable of shaping all things and expanding the very fabric of existence, known only to a select few in this world. Due to Chibito's inexperience, materials are required to wield this power, though in its purest form it should require nothing. I see.
ちびとお願い。
任せな。
Hmm. Oh. Oh, that's why the thing is there. Oops. Hmm.
うお、行くぞ。よっ。よっ。よっ。何やってんだよ。よっ。
Ow.
よっ。よっ。
ごめん。
This is so goofy.
Oh, あらら。
Hmm.
Acha. うん。
ちびとお願い。
任せな。
Okay. Missing one of his memories. Past few days in this village have been a welcome respite. I've helped the village chief with various tasks, exchanged light-hearted banter with the locals, played with the children, and basked in the warmth of the sun. It feels as though the days when I was being hunted by the judges are nothing but a distant dream. Today, something small but telling happened. While I was playing with the children at the village chief's house, one of them accidentally knocked over a decorative ornament in their excitement. "We're really sorry," the little one said, looking down in apology. The village chief simply smiled and reassured them that it was no trouble at all. However, After the children had left, he couldn't bring himself to discard the broken pieces. He stood there staring at them in silence, his face carrying quiet loneliness. It must have been something very precious to him. As a gesture of gratitude for all his kindness, I decided to repair the ornament myself. I needed the power of creation to repair the ornament, which meant finding a creationite. So after borrowing some tools from the Togabito, who specialize in collecting ores, I made my way back to the cave where I had met him. Moving slowly, though, I was careful with each step as I searched for the mineral. It took a little while, but eventually I found one. Now to use these. With the borrowed tools, the creationite split open easily, releasing the aether within. Then I quietly retrieved the broken ornament I had discreetly kept, and, hoping it would be restored perfectly, I called upon my powers. The cracks sealed and the missing pieces were filled in. Perfect. I let out a sigh of relief as I looked at the ornament, now restored to its original state. I wonder if the village chief will be surprised when he sees it. Will it make him feel better? I hoped it would. Such thoughts lingered as I pondered, walking out of the cave and back to the village. Suddenly a sharp noise that had no place in the tranquil village pierced the air. An eerie chill settled, and a cold sweat prickled down my spine. Hesitant, I crept closer to the village, hiding behind a rock to see what was happening. What I saw before me was a waking nightmare. Screams and desperate cries echoed from every corner of the village. Why, the Togabito, caught in confusion and terror, were slaughtered by the very beings sworn to protect them. I must help them. The thought surged through my mind, yet my body froze in terror, refusing to move. Despite the anguished cries, the judges swung their spears with cold, detached indifference. Then one of them turned their gaze toward me. It felt as though our eyes locked. In that instant, a wave of dread and overwhelming fear of death coursed through my veins. Driven purely by instinct, I turned my back on the horrific scene before me and fled without a second thought. I couldn't bring myself to look back, even as the village chief's ornament slipped from my grasp, its sound of shattering into pieces haunting my ears. Yep, they were not long for this world. With power granted by the gods, a weapon was forged to banish the divine. Clad in borrowed flesh, it slew many, yet the gods proved their reign. Devastation spared none. Gods and men alike were sundered. In their final call, the gods wrought a sealing act, only to perish, leaving naught but echoes. Adrift, the people bound God and man's essence, forging a weapon of endless power, but its might was too vast, and calamity didst follow. What way am I supposed to read this, I wonder? Worlds could not match divine might. So all the gods died to seal away your boy. I hear a song, a soft, gentle melody, one that feels familiar. I see myself walking, my hand held firmly in someone else's. They're much taller than I am, so their face remains a blur, just beyond my reach. I want to see it clearly. I'm sure this person has a kind face. I can feel it. If I keep holding this hand, will I ever get to see you? Suddenly I hear someone call my name. It's a soundless voice, low and unnerving. Yet for some reason I feel compelled to follow. Even though I don't want to let go of this warm hand, I still have to go. I suddenly woke from the dream. It's one I've had countless times before, but something felt different this time. What was that terrifying voice? I can't recognize the distorted noise, but it was calling out to me, wasn't it? Unfortunately, the judges appeared once again before I could process the remnants of the dream. It took all my strength to dodge a spear aimed at me inside the narrow tree hollow, but with a quick roll I slipped past and fled into the forest. I kept running desperately, stumbling over dead branches and thick underbrush, nearly falling several times. Huh? Though my vision cleared, a cold shiver ran through me. I looked down and realized I was at the edge of a cliff. I barely managed to stop myself before losing my footing, but now I had no way forward. The only option to turn back, which I couldn't. Another chill ran down my spine as a single shadow loomed over me. When I turned around, the judge's spear, pointed directly at me, gleamed faintly in the sunlight. Ah, at long last, I'll meet my end. As I resigned myself to death, an unexpected calm washed over me. Strangely, my heart felt at peace. The judge's assault seemed to slow with each passing moment. Yet the spear never touched me. The judge froze, its red eyes flickering violently. Then it stood completely still. You are you. A flicker of hope sparked within me, and I reached out towards the judge. But just as quickly, that hope was crushed. It moved again, and the spear came crashing down, shattering the ground at my feet. Uh-oh. Um. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm back over here.
いつまで登るんだこの塔。本当に上層に戻る手段なんてあるのかな。
チビとの話嘘。
こんなことで嘘ついてどうするんだよ。実は仮想に迷い込んだ時は塔に行けって話を聞いただけで、ここに来たのは初めてなんだ。
嘘じゃないならある。探す。
結構前向きなのに。よっ。
チビとお願い。
Okay.
わかった。よっ。
Ha.
よっ。
I got you, little buddy. Come here. There we go.なんだこの音。 Are they about to all like combine into some big giant super weapon?
敵いっぱい。
倒すのは諦めろ。とにかく逃げよう。
わかった。
Oh,
急げ、追いつかれるぞ。
it's not expecting the top-down run.
こっちも来た。
危なかった。
敵もう来ない？
うん。これで一安心。うん。
Yeah, it looks like that was a little bit optimistic.
もしかしてここが敵の本拠地？ダメだ、完全に囲まれてる。
チビと危ない。守れない。
Oh no.
よっ。
Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's very disgusting.
おい、
Oh, now there's a health bar.
あそこから敵が湧き出してる。あの転送装置を破壊するんだ。よっ。さあ。
Okay, well. That wasn't too tough.
"私のために戦ってくれているやつを助けることもできない。くそ、どうして私はこんなにも。その力ってやつはいつになったら目覚めるんだよ。こういう時に目覚めるべきものじゃないのかよ。なんだこの感じ。
チビと僕とつながった。
これなら戦える。
Alright. Pressing Y. Use damage. Powerful strike. Okay.
あの分厚い装甲に攻撃が弾かれてるんだ。まずは装甲を破壊しないと。いいぞ、そのまま畳みかけろ。
Ugh. Okay.
おい、大丈夫か？どこか痛むのか？
大丈夫みたい。
そう？
上、帰るところ探す。
うん、わかった。
チビとこっち。
了解。よっ。
チビとこれ。
こんなところにあったのか。はあ、これでようやく上層に戻れる。え？あいつだ。塔に入った時に感じた変な気配。
僕も知ってる。
来るな。
Okay.
くそ、あのデカ口のせいで転送装置が使えない。
あいつ壊す。壊したらいける。
忙しい食事だな。どうにかできないか？よっ。準備はいいか？これに決めろ。準備はいいか？準備はいいか？ 私の力でデカブツの動きを止める。
Uh,
ここだってところで合図してくれないか？
enhanced with enhanced, allowing her abilities to be used without creation height. Analyze the enemy's moves and automatically assist Kyo. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay.
おい、どうしたんだ？ り大丈夫じゃ。
Oh god, he has teeth now.
Vito チビト大丈夫？
そうだ、あのデカブツは。
わかんない。でも敵いつの間にかいなくなってた。もう大丈夫。
そうか。
チビト来て。見て。
この子、まさか。
さっきのプトゥン動かない。
どうしてこんなところにいたんだよ。
チビト直して。チビト何でも直せる。プトゥン直したらまた動く。
無理だよ。失われた命はもう戻ることはない。私の力でもどうしようもないんだ。
そう。
もう行こう。
うん。
私のこと守ってくれるんだろ。あんたが守ってくれるなら私は死なない。そしたら私だけはあんたのそばにいるから。なんだ？
これ僕のだ。
そうなの？
さっきの敵が取り込んでたみたい。知ってる気がしたの。そのせい。
そうだったのか。まあ何にせよ取り戻せてよかったな。あ、巨人の一部を取り込んだ敵。まさかな。
Okay. So I have all this stuff, which concerns me, because
木がいっぱい。
どこかの森の中みたいだな。 箱庭のどの辺りに出たんだろう。現在地がわかるようなものが見つかるといいんだけど。
Biological aether. The aether that fuels Kyojin is drawn from the souls of all living beings. In a world governed by the cycle of life, a weapon that consumes only souls is a dire threat. Thus it has remained sealed for ages. Uh-oh. It's nice to be somewhere that's green for once. Hey, little guy.
ちょっといいか。
どうしたの？
お前は壊すために作られたのかもしれないけど、何でもかんでも壊していいわけじゃない。それはわかるか？
僕はチビトに言われたものしか壊さないよ。でも命壊れたら治せない。それは嫌だ。
そうだな。私だって生き残るためにお前に戦ってもらってるけど、関係ないやつの命まで奪いたいわけじゃない。だから力の使い方には気をつけた方がいい。その方がきっとお前のためにもなる。
うん、わかった。
Okay. Ooh, it's a magical super
見
tree.
えてきたぞ。ここが箱庭だ。
First section, the Tower of Sealing. What? That's the whole game? That doesn't seem right. So is it gonna be like multiple chapters or something? Okay. Bonus. Sophic, the Hollow. Okay. Huh. Hold on a second. I need to find some info on this. Izon. Chapters. Like, I mean, to be fair, I didn't really expect too much game because it was like $10 or $12, but uh, so I'm gonna imagine this gets updated at some point. Like, I'm trying to find something on Google about it, like on my, but I'm just not seeing any other info. Okay, shows game features, the characters. I'm just looking on Steam now. Maybe there's something I missed. Oh. Also, this music reminds me of like it's so like near coded. It's not like I don't see anything about it. Maybe if I visit like the website for the game. Uh, so it's a crowd-funded game, so that would explain why it's kind of splintered. Okay. All of this is in Japanese, and I can't read it. Shit. Hmm. I mean, it was definitely fun. It's it's a unique little concept. Cause like I saw the whole like shtick of it being a escort quest and was just like, oh fuck, this is gonna be terrible. But I mean, it does it pretty well because it's more like you are technically invincible, but your little buddy isn't. So you have to play around that, which is a unique little concept. I feel like this is more of a um, proof of concept, though. Like, gameplay wise, there is not really anything going on here that's like, wow, I've never seen this before. Um, that being said, it's fun. If you're looking for a way to burn like 2 hours and you have $12 like sitting around, it's there are certainly worse ways to spend your time. Um, but overall, I mean, it's an interesting little story, but again, like there's not much. There's just not enough here. It's like it just whets the appetite. I wish there was more. Which again, I get. It's crowdfunded. They probably are just getting this out there so they can make additional revenue to fund more of it. Maybe? I don't know. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good time. But with that, I suppose we'll end out stream here. Thanks so much for watching or catching the VOD later. Um, and yeah,